What's going on, guys? Kenneth Dusang here. In this video, I'm going to walk through exactly what wholesaling houses is and how you can make money with real estate without needing a license, without needing good credit, and you actually don't need a lot of money to start this business. So I'm actually a licensed real estate agent, but here's the thing. You don't need a license to do exactly what we're about to go over today. But there is something you're going to want to keep in mind. You're going to want to make sure when you're doing this business, you do it the right way so you keep things legal and you don't get in trouble. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that as well. So what exactly is wholesaling? So I know we've all seen them. You're driving around your city and you see the old-fashioned "we buy houses" signs. So these are actually most likely other wholesalers in your market. So to get into kind of what wholesaling is, you're going to want to know exactly what it isn't. So wholesaling isn't going out, finding a property and then selling that property. You can't do that unless you have a real estate license. You can't go out and find a property that you don't own and then turn around and sell it to somebody without a license. So I want you to be clear, this is not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're going out with the intention of wanting to buy these properties ourselves. And then once we get the property, we'll get a contract to buy that property. And then if we decide that we do not want to buy the property, you can turn around and sell that contract to another fix and flipper or to another investor that to partner with you and actually buy that property. And they'll actually pay you a really good fee to partner with you in exchange for you giving them rights to buy that contract. So that is what wholesaling is. And we're going to kind of go in exactly how you can do this and make a lot of money doing it. So to really understand what wholesaling is, you got to really understand what the term equitable interest is. So what equitable interest is the right to equity that is held by an equitable interest. So simply meaning when you have a contract to buy a house, you actually have rights to the equity that is within that house. So if you have a contract to buy a house for $100,000, but the house is actually worth $150,000, you have rights to that $50,000 of equity for the time period that you have within that contract. And if you decide that you don't want to close on that property yourself, you can sell your rights to that equity. So what I really want to do is kind of go through and tell you exactly how you can sell the rights to the equity within a contract when you do have one to buy a piece of property. If you decide that, hey, this property isn't one that I actually want to buy myself, I actually want to just sell my rights to this property and make $20,000 to $30,000 or more flipping it to another fix and flipper or a buy and hold investor, or maybe a builder that just wants to tear the property down and rebuild on it. So what we have right here is a purchase agreement. And what you're going to do is we're going to fill this purchase agreement out and kind of give you a scenario-based situation here so you can kind of have an idea on what wholesaling houses is. So on this purchase agreement, we're going to just pretend that we're buying this property for, let's just use $100,000 as a just a generic number just to make the. So what happens next is, now let's say you're doing your due diligence and you realize that, hey, I actually don't want to buy this property. I want to flip it to a fix and flipper that I've already have a relationship with. That's why it's really important to build a buyer's list first before you actually start doing this business. You want to have investors that you've already built relationships with that you can flip these contracts to in the case that you do not want to buy the property yourself. So make sure you go and build a buyer's list first. If you need help building a buyer's list, go ahead and go check out my channel. I have videos that will teach you how to build a really good buyer's list. So this contract that we have here to buy this piece of property is for $100,000. So let's say one of our fix and flippers decides that they want to buy it from us for $130,000. So this is how you're going to sell this contract. So what this here is called is a assignment of contract. So what an assignment of contract is within real estate, you're actually able to assign contracts or pretty much essentially erase your name off of a contract and then rewrite your buyer's name. And let's say your buyer is named John. We'll just use John Doe as an example. So your buyer, John, is going to take over this contract for you. So what this assignment allows you to do is erase your name off of this contract and rewrite John's name. And then on your assignment contract, John is actually going to agree to pay you a fee for allowing him to do that. And that fee is going to be the difference between what the property is under contract for and what John offered you, which would be in this case $30,000. So what you would make on this scenario would be a $30,000 check that you would get for simply going out, finding a property that is distressed, and then deciding that you want to partner with one of your buyers and allow the buyer to buy that property instead of yourself. So this is what you can start doing with real estate. This business is awesome. We actually do anywhere from 3 to 5 house deals every single month. And we're doing this with land. We're doing anywhere from 8 to 10 land deals every month. So we actually find vacant lots and then we flip them to builders. So if you want to learn how to do this business, shoot me a message. You can find me on Instagram. You can text me at this phone number here. Just text wholesaling to 405-561-2263. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope wholesaling houses makes just a little bit more sense.